Hi, I'm Jamie Cudden. I lead our Smart City programme in Dublin City Council, and I'm going to give a short presentation or overview around our Gully monitoring project, which we've been working on for the past 6 years. So I lead the Smart City programme, where we're looking at the potential of new and emerging technologies to help transform city services. So we're interested in technologies such as Internet of Things and big data, so we can collect our data in real time and help make better decisions for our city. Our Smart City program is very much about collaboration. We work with big tech companies such as Google, Microsoft, and some of the brands that you see here on the slide. We also like to engage startups to co-develop and collaborate around innovative solutions. And we also work closely with universities, research centres, and build out solutions, hopefully, that support communities and residents across the city. We have a mantra around using the city as a test bed. We have a whole range of pilots and demonstrators across the city that we've built up over the last 8 to 9 years. Dublin's a great place to collaborate, to test and innovate in new solutions. However, we're not just focusing on technology for technology's sake. We tend to take a challenge-based approach to how we deliver our Smart City programme, where we work with key stakeholders and business owners to identify their challenges. We build out priority use cases, and then we work with industry and innovators to find the right solutions to some of the issues that you see in the picture here, whether it's flooding, congestion, litter, illegal dumping, or air quality, some of the themes that we focused on over the last number of years. One of the programs that we established at the start of our Smart City program was a partnership with Enterprise Ireland, which was known as Small Business Innovation Research. Really what we found about the start of our Smart City program was the technology was in its early stages. So Internet of Things and the new types of IoT networks were just being deployed in the city. And a lot of this technology was still in the lab. So we wanted to create a process where we could work with companies to trial and test technology, understand how it works, and then hopefully at the end of the whole process, validate the solution and then go to tender to buy the solution. So it was part of a two-phase process where we worked with our internal stakeholders to identify some of the challenges. We articulated these challenges through open calls. We funded feasibility studies, small amounts of funding for companies to test and prototype. And then if it worked well, we piloted and deployed it at a longer time frame to validate. And then at the end of all this process, if everything goes to plan, we would go out to market and buy the solution. Small business innovation research was a great opportunity for public sector to accelerate innovation, to work with startups and SMEs, and to help companies commercialize their solutions. So very much for us is around procurement through innovation and procurement through challenges. Over the last number of years, we've delivered over 42 innovation contracts through the SBIR program with over 1.5 million in funding, addressing some of the challenges that you can see in this slide around smart mobility, smart environment, smart people, and smart living. In total, I think there was 11 challenges across a number of the Dublin local authorities. Play a short video just capturing the launch of the SBIR program.
Where entrepreneurs, startups, individuals who've got great ideas can apply to Dublin City Council to propose new solutions to problems that the city has. We've real ambition to be a more sustainable city, and SBIR is a process where we're looking for great ideas to address some of the barriers and challenges.
The Small Business Innovative Research Initiative is a key initiative which offers opportunities to both Irish companies and also entities like Dublin City Council.
So we're encouraging anybody who has any ideas about how we can improve cycling in the city to make it a much better experience to apply to the SBIR. All the details are on smartdublin.ie and the closing date is the 3rd of May, so there's plenty of time to get ideas there and all the information's on the website.
That was our first SBIR that we launched in 2016 to help scale up cycling in the city. And again, over the last number of years, we've launched a whole range of challenges in areas such as last mile deliveries, smart mobility hubs, Internet of Things, illegal dumping, etc. You can see some of the visuals here in terms of the challenges and funding available. So now getting to the most important one that we're talking about today is the challenge around Gully monitoring. So this was launched in collaboration with our Gully monitoring team, who had a real issue in terms of, I suppose, flooding risk, and really were looking for solutions that helped them get better data in real time where the flooding was happening in the city. So we put out a challenge pack, and we were looking for low cost, innovative solutions that could help address this problem for the city. And as we know, extreme weather events, flooding, the 1 in 100 year events are becoming much more regular, and that if we can know where the rainfall is hitting hardest, or where these gullies are overflowing, we can respond in a more agile way. So this was certainly a really important challenge for the city to try and address. Of course, it's not an easy challenge. We have over 50,000 gullies in the city. However, not all of these require sensors. It's actually the gullies and the high-risk flooding areas that required more up-to-date, timely data. But it's not an easy challenge because we have a whole range of different types of gullies, and it's probably one of the harshest environments to deploy technology. It's below ground. It's in, it's in difficult to reach locations. The gullies require cleaning. The covers are different in many different parts of the city. So it requires a lot of thought and innovation in terms of how you might build a product that can solve this problem and be deployed in this environment. And I guess at the time when we launched the challenge, it was very early days in the evolution of Internet of Things. We were looking for low cost, battery powered technology, but also technology that didn't rely on traditional mobile communications. It relied on low cost technologies in terms of connectivity. So NB-IoT or LoRaWAN or Sigfox. So it was kind of really trying to push the market to innovate and build a product that could suit our needs. So we were interested in piloting and understanding where the technology was and the viability of how this could work in this type of environment. With two phases over the life cycle of the project. The phase one was when we issued the challenge, and we saw the video there earlier. We had about €75,000 in funding, where it was a small amount of seed funding for 6 companies that got through the evaluation process to just pilot and prototype and develop feasibility studies around their technology. So that was really interesting for us to understand, where the market was at, what type of technologies were available. And on the back of that phase, and then working with an expert evaluation group, we were able to bring 3 companies through to phase 2A in 2018-19, where each of the suppliers received 45,000 and had 6 months to prototype and actually deploy a small number of sensors in the field, working with our Gully monitoring and our smart city team. And then again, based on that process, 2 companies went through to the phase 2B, where they were able to then test more sensors in these harsh environments and different types of gullies, but also develop their SaaS platform on top. So with 25 sensors for each company. And on the back of that, we were able to kind of understand the viability of this type of technology. Now, because of COVID and just internal changes within the council, it took a little bit longer for us to get to the phase where we issue this contract out to tender. But that's the part of the process where we are now. I'm going to play a short video just around some of the pilots. So that video should give you just an impression of some of the sensors that were deployed in the pilot phase in the Docklands area of the city. So we're very excited to, I suppose, issue this tender at the end of September. It will be on the eTenders platform, and the link obviously it will be available. And just to kind of go through the details of the call for tender, it won't be just Dublin City Council. We have 13 local authorities across Ireland on the framework, and it will be split into two lots. The first lot will be a single party framework for Dublin City Council, and the second lot will be a multi-party framework for all the 12 local authorities on the framework. We, have a total maximum value of the contract estimated at 5 million, with a framework term over 4 years. And I guess the first priority for the tender will be delivery of 200 sensors to cover high risk gullies in the city council area. And then there's an additional, obviously, lot to cover the needs of the other local authorities. Now, that's a theoretical maximum level for the contract. Here's a list of the local authorities on the framework, from Cork, Dublin City Council, Dún Laoghaire, Fingal, Kilkenny, Kildare, Kerry, Galway, Laois, Limerick, Meath, Wicklow, and South Dublin. So that's just a summary of our progress over the last number of years on the Gully monitoring project, how we went through a small business innovation research process, how we prototyped and tested some of the technologies along the way, and then allowed us to make the decision to go to tender and bring in a number of local authorities. We're very excited about the next phase of this project and how it can address how we manage extreme weather events in the city, and look forward to seeing the applications come in. And if you have any questions, please put them onto the eTenders platform. That's great. Thank you very much.